Itatosha, imetosha. Imetosha. Sawa.
Okay, Chef Benson, could you kindly introduce the creams now?
Okay, thank you, Mercy. Our viewers, here with Mercy from Tropolite outlet, that is Topserve. Yes. So, actually, Topserve sells our products. This is also Tropolite product, which is actually the non-dairy whipping cream. It is really 100% non-dairy. So for the vegetarians and those who don't take animal products, this is one of the best products you need to use in your cakes, so that you can also enjoy cakes like the rest of the people. So Mercy, yeah. This is our white whipping cream. We call it premium whipping cream. And just to add on it,
we have chocolate chips.
I think we are the only brand with the chocolate whipping cream, which we call Choco Whip.
Yes.
So this is a chocolate whipping cream, which is also 100% non-dairy.
Somebody asked me whether they may say
vegetarian. So,
but I can
Chef,
confirm that you can't see.
It's frozen. It's a bit.
Yes, it is frozen. So if we say frozen, there are a lot of creams in the market, and frozen brands, perhaps we have like 2 or 3, although most of them have actually failed to maneuver in the markets. Completely thawed, just refreeze it. You put in the fridge to get it cold so that you can whip. If you're not using it immediately, place it back in the freezer until the time you want to use it. So it is still safe. There are no issues.
So if, let me say I don't have a freezer or a freezer. If I buy this and I'm going to Nakuru after 8 hours have passed, right? And I'm not going to use it right away. Will there be any problem of me leaving it at room temperature and then whipping it later?
Okay, it is not advisable since it should actually be stored frozen. It won't expire, but it will solidify because of the contents that which are inside. So it is always advisable to keep it refrigerated.
Does it have a time frame before it solidifies, before it gets to room temperature, to the point that because people usually freeze they put it in the fridge before you use your whipping creams, right? And then you can whip it and then it gets to stability.
Yes.
Will there be any reason if you just use it right away without doing anything else?
Yeah, it's possible. You can use it. How I understand your question. Okay, if you want to whip
12 hours instead of
after whipping.
No, before.
Before whipping.
Yes.
At room temperature. No, maximum is 8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours. Although it might depend on the weather condition. If it's on a rainy season or it's on the cold, what do you call it? Cold season. Yes, that one may not affect it much. You might even carry it for 14 hours since it's not exposed to high heat. So that is an advantage over it. But if you are within Nairobi, like your shop, with the Topserve within Nairobi, I understand that bakers who are within Nairobi will buy from your shop, and then the distances to where they are living is not beyond 100 kilometers. So that one is very much applicable. You will buy it frozen. Before you are in your house, it's cold but not frozen. So it's good for your whipping. That one is very much okay, because like now this one, what time is it now? And this was out of the freezer by around 6 a.m. It's 1:15. So how many hours are those? Around 5. And still it's cold, like you can feel it. It was in the sink, it wasn't in the fridge. It's still cold. This can go for 3 more hours. So once it's completely not cold, it's when you are required to put it in the fridge to get it cold so that you can whip. And that is a principle in all creams. Even if a cream is from a room temperature, you need to put it in a place where it will get cold, then you whip. That is the general principle. Okay. So it's still the same thing. Actually, the difference between the creams on shelf and the frozen cream is that they go in opposite directions. Ours from frozen, that is tropolite, to room temperature, where it will thaw into liquid form but cold. The others from the shelf is a bit warm according to room temperature, so you'll need to cool them, and then once you cool them, that is when you whip. So ours is from frozen to cold temperature, but theirs is from shelf to cold temperature. Okay. So actually the whipping position is one. There's no difference. Okay. And I'm sure you have branches all over. So it means that the cream is locally available within the country.
That's true.
So you don't need to purchase the cream from Topserve in Nairobi, and yet we have a Topserve in Nakuru. Purchase from Nakuru and get you to a distance which is a radius of 100 kilometers. You'll be well put.
Let me say I purchased it from Nakuru, and then it's already frozen, right?
Yes.
And then I go with it home. Well, how long should I wait for it to thaw so that I can use it? Is it like 3 hours, or the time it takes for it to become?
Not really. It depends on how urgent you want to whip it.
If I need it urgently,
you just place it in a basin of water at room temperature, not hot water. Not hot water. Mark that.
Water,
just water at room temperature. Immerse it inside and give it like probably 15-20 minutes. Then your cream will be okay. If you need it a bit faster than that, like 3-5 minutes, where you open the frozen cream, and since it's solid, you press the packet a bit to crack the ice inside, then open it, pour it on an open bowl, then try to use the hand whisk to break it down. Then place this bowl on the normal temperature water. It will get to thaw a bit faster than when it's solid like this. So it's easier to use it, and since it's cold, you get the best of a cream out of it. Yeah.
Let me say, okay, I buy the cream, I go just pour it without shaking, and then later on I find out, oh, I didn't shake it. Can I just shake the other mixture and then add it to whatever I was whisking? Okay,
that is one way, although not very much effective. You only need to mix the whole cream. You'd rather pour the whole cream, then use a whisk to stir it completely, then return whatever content you want to return, then you remain with the rest. That is why it is advisable. Generally to all creams, make sure you shake it, whether horizontally, upright, even upside.
nitawapatia ingine, wachana nitawapatia ingine.
Watu wetu wakule kwanza.
So
Hi.
again, I'll repeat again, I'm Simon from Topserve. And first is to thank God and to thank everyone who created time from their busy schedule to make this. Artist in the Bakehouse, John Media, will also be presenting Bataclan. So they've just started. So on behalf of Topserve, the issues we want to put across based on the experience we've had with customers at the shop. So we also try to improve the shopping process. I want to believe everyone has a questionnaire, and those who've lacked, we are preparing more to be given to you. So once they come, kindly raise your hand so that you can be issued one. We would really value that feedback to be able to serve you better at the shop. Kindly let it be as honest as possible. Critique us, let us know where we are failing, so we can face the problems or the success that you guys have to enable you guys able to get the best out of Topserve. Having said that, we just want to emphasize on our shopping process,